Want to play a game that's really challenging? You can be the red, and you can be the green, and you can be the yellow, and you can be the blue.
Hello everyone and welcome to Cheap Noise and the house, the channel where we talk about electronic games and music production. I'm Cheap Noise and survey says I'm in the house. And quick update before we begin, I know that updates are annoying, but trust me, it won't take a long time. So I got a comment recently that said, could you do more videos about fun things and with no commentary? And I was like, sure thing, it's a good idea. So in the following weeks, I'm going to try to upload more music-oriented stuff on the channel. I have a few songs prepared, of course. Still going to do electronic game videos because that's the thing I love the most to do. But yeah, and I have a somewhat secret EP that I'm working on with Pixel XQ. Won't spoil what it is exactly, but it's called Garbled Garbage Wednesday, and it's gonna appear on the channel pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. But for now, we have 3 Buppets, and I must say this video is for electronic game beginners. So those of you who have started collecting games or just played Buppet and want to have one of your own. And as you can see, all 3 of them pretty much look the same. Of course, they have color differences, but they all have this longer edge here, this shorter edge here. They all have their Buppet at the same place, their Pull It at the same place, and Twist It at the same place. So in this video, what I'm going to try to explain to you is the difference between the 3, so you don't get confused by buying one and see, oh, it's not like the other one I've seen. Because, yeah, they're pretty different in programming. The programming are different, and so are their gameplay, their speeds, and pretty much everything. Now, there's a 4th model existing, which is basically this, but in black. I'll try to post a video or a picture of it at the end of the video so you can see what it looks like. But speaking of this one, let's start with this one, because it's the oldest of the 3. This one came out in 2008 by Hasbro. They're all made by Hasbro. It's the company who made Buppet. And this takes 3 AAA batteries. I'm missing the cover. Well, have it right here, but the screw is stripped. So that's why I'm coverless, if that makes any sense. So yeah, this one has 3 different games. It has Solo, Pass It, and Party. They all have Solo and Pass It. All 3 of them. So basically in Solo, if you don't know what that is, you're trying to conquer the level or beat the Buppet game. In this case, you have 3 levels, more on that later, and you're trying to get 100 on each level to progress to the next level. In Pass It, it's basically the same thing, except each player has like 3 to 6 commands, I think, to do, and then you get to pass it to another player. And when you miss, you're out, and the last one standing wins. And this one also has Party, which is basically the same as Pass It, except instead of saying bop it, it will tell you body parts, like knee, shoulder, foot. And you're trying to bop the Buppet with that body parts. It doesn't really make any sense, because it won't know that you've bopped it on your knee or your foot or anything. So that's more of a gimmick than anything else. Now, talking of these 3 levels, you have 3 levels. You have Novice. You have Novice, which is basically just saying commands like bop it, twist it, pull it. And you have this thing here. All of them have their speciality, I should say. And this one is the Shout It. So this switch here, this green switch, when it's off like that, the Shout It is disengaged. When it's like that, there's a little microphone here. And it will basically hear loud sounds, and you need to do a loud sound when it says Shout It. And that's for Novice. In Expert, you have the same commands, except you have noises. So you have like this gong thing for Buppet, like that explosion thing, I guess I could call it. You have this vibra slap for Twist It, you have this slide whistle for Pull It, and you have a scratch sound for Shout It. And on level 3, or Master, it adds colors. So it has white, yellow, blue, and green at the top. So let's turn it on. I'm going to try to play a game of Novice, because I put new batteries in it, and that's the thing I have. Now, I have to tell you, this doesn't really go very fast. Of course, my pitch is low. Has a low pitch on this one. So your mileage may vary. Gosh, my English is terrible today. But yeah, this one doesn't really go very fast. It's really easy to beat. So I'm going to pull it. Just select the game mode. You do that with all of them. You can change the volume also with all of them by twisting it. I'm going to keep it on quiet. And you change the level by hitting the button. Of course, I only have Novice because I just put new batteries in it. Although, if you want to play the other levels without unlocking them, you can do this. Hold, pull it, and press the button. So yeah, that's a little trick for you. So I'm gonna play novice.
Novice. High score 24. Bopping.
As you can see, starts very slow. Well, they pretty much all start at the same speed, but
Shouting.
ah,
Shouting.
ah.
Twisting.
I'm gonna play it until the speed runs up.
Twisting. Bopping. Shouting.
Ah,
Shouting.
ah.
Twisting.
So, and it doesn't speed up fast enough. So like, it takes 20 points to change speeds.
Bopping.
As if for the other one, I think it takes
Pulling.
about 10 points. I know this one's 10 points, but I'm gonna cover it later.
Pulling. Shouting.
Ah,
Shouting.
ah.
Twisting.
Oh, there we go.
Bopping.
Sped up.
Pulling.
Okay, stop it there.
Focus. Concentrate. Score 24.
Alright, so that's it for this game. I'm gonna put it on the bed and let it turn off.
Bopping to start.
Put the cover there as well, just for cover removal situations.
I'm going to sleep.
Alright, we have this one then. This one came out in 2016, also by Hasbro. It takes 3 AAA batteries as well. Of course, the difference here is that the cover, instead of being on the back, it's on the side here. And the Bop It here, oh, I should mention also, this is very solidly built. The build quality of it is really cool. Really good, I should say. Like, of course, one thing to note if you're buying one used is that they will come with rubber on the action on the knobs, because it came with rubber originally, but it will all have disintegrated over the years, and I think it's going to be a problem with this one too. So if you want to buy one, I really advise you taking some products or any cleaning products and just cleaning the things either from the inside or from the outside like I did, just to remove the residue of rubber. Alright, next up we have this one. The Bop It button is not a button anymore. It's an impact sensor, which works sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't. So this one, I should say, it's probably the least reliable of the 3, but it's also the most complex. So you have Bop It here, you have Twist It here, and you have Pull It here. Except it also has a position sensor. Most people think it's a gyroscope. It's not. It's a position sensor, and it allows you to do 10 more moves. So you have Hammer It, you have Drink It, where you put it like this. You have Selfie It, where you put it like this. You have Comb It, where you comb your hair with it. You have Cradle It, where you put it there. You have, let's see here. You have Golf It. You have Answer It, where you put it to your ear. You have Whip It, which is really fun. Basically, you whip it like that. You have Saw It, where you put it like that and saw it. And yeah, you have 10 moves, so it's pretty hard. This game, I've never beat this game, partially because the positional sensor doesn't really work that well. Yeah, it doesn't really like understand what move I'm doing half the time, and I've not been able to get a high score because of it. So this one has 6 games, or 3 games and 2 levels, I should say, or 3 levels and 2 games. So it has Action, which is all the 13 moves. Action, Pass It, which is the same but pass it. Have Classic, which is just Bop It, Twist It, Pull It. No shadow on this one. And then you have Classic, Pass It. And then you have Beat Bop, which is just the sounds. And that's basically what they used to do back in the 90s. So in the Bop It Extreme, Bop It Extreme 2, Bop It Original, they used to call it Beat Bop. And it was just the sounds, no commands. And they did that here. So I'm going to turn it on.
Bop It to start.
You can also change the volume.
Quiet. Blasting. Loud. Action. Action. Pass it. Classic. Classic. Pass it. Beat Bop. Beat Bop. Pass it.
Now, on Action, it doesn't go that fast, but on Classic and Beat Bop, it goes very fast compared to the other one.
Action.
So if you want some challenge, I guess this one's the way to go. So I'm going to play Action.
High score 72.
As you can see, my high score is not that well,
Bop It.
not that good. You beat this game by doing 200 on Action
Pull it.
and 100 on Classic and Beat Bop.
Bop it. Hammer it. Twist it. Drink it. Pull it. Twist it. Selfie it. Hammer it. Selfie it. Selfie it. Twist it. Drink it. Twist it. Drink it. Pull it. Pull it. Comb it. Bop it.
I'm going to stop right there.
Bop it like you mean it. Score 21.
I'm gonna play a bit of beat bop so you can
Action.
hear the
Classic.
sounds.
Flat beat bop. High score 100.
I've beaten beat bop a few times. It's already speeding up, so as you can see, the speed is more. It's faster here, for sure. I'd say it's his third speed on here, and it's probably the fastest the other one will go, the 2008 one. Okay, I'll stop right there.
Oh! Twist the thing that looks twistable. Score 43.
This one, the build quality is also good. Of course, it comes with rubber parts, so the same problem might occur in the future, and I've heard that it's already happening with a few of these Bop Its. These are called Bop It Refresh, by the way.
Bop it to start.
And finally, for the last one, this one also came with the instruction manual, because I bought it today. And this is going to be in French because I bought it at my local store. But this one was released in 2019, and it's basically the same as the Bop It Micro, if you've played with that. Bop It Micro is basically a simpler version of this. So it takes 2 AAA batteries at the back. This one really feels cheap and flimsy, I'd say. The twist it's not really feeling good. Pull it either. And the Bop It, if you press it on the bottom here, it doesn't register. You need to hit on the top. So yeah, build quality, not so good with this one. But I think it was the least expensive, so that makes sense. And yeah, this one is French, fortunately, but we're going to have to deal with it. So this one has 2 levels and 2 games. So solo, pass it, which are just the commands. So Bop It, twist it, pull it. No other moves on this one, just Bop It, twist it, pull it. And then the other mode is Beat Bop solo and Beat Bop pass it, which, as the other one did, it's basically the sound. So you have this explosion sound for the Bop It, this vibra slap for the twist it, slide whistle for the pull it. And this one also goes pretty fast, although it's kind of easy to beat because you don't have a lot of moves, I'd say. But still, it's not a bad game to say, like, per se. It's if you want speed, it's better than the first one I showed you. So I'm going to turn it on.
Solo, bass, expert, bass, solo, expert, solo,
Oh, and the speaker on here is not the best either.
expert, bass,
It's quite
solo.
thin, so I'm going to put it on solo.
Fort, ultra fort, meilleur score, 72. Bop it. Top.
Oh, and also, the Bop It button is a button on this and not an impact sensor.
Gear. Bop it. Gear. Gear. Bop it. Gear. Bop it.
It's already speeding up.
Gear. Gear. Bop it. Bop it. Gear. Gear. Bop it. Top. Gear. Bop it. Top. Top.
As you can see, something moved and I haven't did anything.
Gear. Bop it. Gear. Gear. Top.
I'm going to show you what happens with this one at high speeds if I can.
Bop it.
Because something interesting happens with this one that doesn't happen with the other ones.
Top. Gear. Gear. Bop it. Bop it. Gear. Top. Bop it. Bop it. Bop it. Gear. Top. Gear. Gear. Bop it. Top. Gear. Top. Bop it. Gear. Gear. Top. Top. Bop it. Top. Bop it.
Yeah, it's changing the pitch
Top. Gear.
of the commands and the sounds.
Gear. Bop it. Top.
And again,
Bop it. Top.
this one goes pretty fast.
Gear. 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 Top. Gear. Bop it.
And there you go, I beat Solo. So still really easy, but still pretty fun. Alright, let's bring them all back
Appuie sur Pop-It pour continuer.
on the table.
Je me mets en veille.
Yeah, you go to sleep. So, which one should I recommend? Well, it depends on what person are you. So, if you want a challenge for beginner, I'd say this one is the best. The build quality is nice. Of course, you need to clean the rubber out, but I guess that's part of the game. But yeah, if you want a little challenge with not a lot of speed, if it's your first Bop It, I recommend this one. You can recognize this one because it has a silver part around the Bop It button. And then, if you want the harder Bop It, I recommend this one because it has all the extra moves and stuff. Of course, it's hard, but is it hard in a good way? I don't know, because the detection sensor, like the motion sensor in there, is not the best, as I've explained earlier. And this one, I guess if you want the newest Bop It that you can buy on a store, like a new Bop It game that you can buy today, I guess this one, you can pretty easily find them new at a store, maybe a Walmart, or in my case, a Toys R Us or something. So yeah, this one, for people that want new stuff, this one, if you want to go used, this one is the more challenging of the two, and this one is the easiest of the two. So I guess that's it for this video. I hope that helped some people to decide which one is the best. And until next time, cheers!